Hey, what's going on, guys? Pokemon Pokopia just got a fresh update, and this one is all about polishing things up and clearing out some annoying bugs that could really mess with progress. The big headline here is that Nintendo says the patch is focused on improving reliability, especially in situations where Pokemon habitats disappear, because in some cases those Pokemon could not be found properly even when using the Pokédex search function. In other words, this is the kind of update that does not try to change the whole game, but it does go after the problems that can quietly ruin a playthrough if they are left alone too long. And honestly, that is what makes this update feel important. A lot of the fixes are aimed at situations where the game could get stuck in a way that would block you from moving forward, and that is the sort of thing players notice immediately. Nintendo says the patch resolves an issue where traveling to a dream island under certain circumstances could send you to Pallet Town and trap you there without an easy way back to your original town. It also fixes a problem where the screen could stay dark when moving between towns or when the in-game date changes, which sounds like one of those bugs that would make the whole experience feel broken for a moment. On top of that, the update addresses cases where you could no longer relocate Pokemon habitats after certain actions, and a separate issue where building projects would not finish until the in-game date changed, if construction was handled a certain way. There are also some very specific quest fixes here, and those matter because life sim and adventure games like this are all about steady progress. Nintendo says the patch fixes a progression issue in Bleak Beach during the request, "Power up the charging station," where certain actions could stop you from moving ahead. It also fixes a Sparkling Skylands problem where the Pokemon you asked for construction help could get removed, making it much harder to continue the request to rebuild a huge building. Then there is the Cloud Island side of things, where certain actions could cause seasonal Pokemon to disappear from the town, and Cloud Island, which is a rough bug to run into if you are trying to keep the place lively and complete. The update even fixes a problem where creating a new Cloud Island could throw an error and prevent the island from being created at all. So, yeah, this patch is not just a tiny tune-up. It is going after a bunch of progression blockers that could have seriously slowed things down. There is one more detail that is worth pointing out because Nintendo did not just say everything was fixed perfectly. They also noted that one issue has only been partially fixed, which means it is now less likely to happen rather than completely gone. That issue is the controller vibrating continuously after performing certain actions. So if that had been happening in your game, the update should help, but Nintendo is being careful by saying it is only reduced for now. That kind of wording matters because it gives a pretty honest picture of what the patch does and does not do. Overall, this update feels like a classic example of a support patch that is trying to keep the experience smooth, making the Pokédex search work properly, stopping weird travel glitches, fixing black screen moments, is restoring quest progress, and cleaning up the kind of problems that can turn a relaxing session into a frustrating one. If you have been running into any strange behavior in the game, this is definitely the kind of update you would want installed as soon as possible.